How's it going, guys? It's the Pixelated Pumpkin, and in today's video, I will be giving you the ultimate overview of the Party City Halloween 2023 animatronic lineup. Now, I am very excited to be taking a look at these animatronics today because right off the bat, I want to tell you that they killed it this year. Absolutely smashed it out of the park, and are probably going to have the best lineup of the year, though we do have to wait and see Spirits, of course. Anyways, I am just blown away, so I don't think we should hesitate any longer, and let's dive right into taking a look at these brand new Halloween animatronics from Party City. The first prop we'll be looking at is a Giga prop, being the 12-foot Wendigo. Now, I know I said I'm sick of the Giga props at this point because every company is making them way too much now, but this one is definitely an exception to that, being a Wendigo animatronic, one of our firsts. And I have to say, I'm really excited to see this creature be given a chance as a Halloween animatronic because this is a prime example of how awesome it could actually look. I'm really loving this one, especially that it's 12 feet tall, just being an absolute towering monster. It is going to be so cool in person, I can guarantee it. Now, this one has light up eyes and head animation. I don't know what the audio is going to be, if it even has any audio. Typically, these 12-footers don't, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm really loving this one. Again, a Wendigo is such a unique creature that we have not seen a single Halloween animatronic be made of yet, and it is so cool to see Party City really giving this one a chance and giving us a 12-foot Wendigo animatronic. And I really love how this one looks. Sure, the clothing is pretty bland here, and that is definitely true, but I really like how it has that moss all around its shoulders. That's such a cool thing, and its gigantic skull head is also really cool as well. I'm really excited to see this one in person again, and it is just a fantastic idea that a Wendigo is finally being made as a Halloween animatronic. I really love to see it. Our next prop is also another 12-footer Giga prop, but manages to stick out even more than the Wendigo, in my personal opinion. I have a feeling a lot of people will disagree with me on this one, but I actually like this better than the Wendigo, and this is probably my favorite 12-foot animatronic of all time, being the Towering Pumpkin Creep. Now, of course, this isn't the first try at making a 12-foot pumpkin head prop, but it is absolutely the best. I am in love with this thing. For once, they finally have a real jack-o'-lantern head, not some sort of human-shaped skull jack-o'-lantern head, a real frickin' pumpkin that is shaped like an actual pumpkin for once. I'm really happy to see that. And the face looks incredible. I love the face that's carved on it, though I do wish it had a nose, but that is just a minor nitpick because of how awesome it still looks even without it. And the body is actually pretty well detailed too, with those massive viney hands and that really cool rib cage made of vine, of course. And also the creepy cloth looks cool, and especially the decaling on the actual cloth that makes up most of the body looks pretty awesome as well. I'm really excited to see what this one does, and I really hope to see it in person, of course. This might actually be my favorite animatronic from Party City this year. I'll just have to wait and see them all in person, of course. But this one is just so awesome looking and so menacing, of course. And all in all, this thing just manages to blow me away completely. Such an awesome looking prop. Our next prop should be a familiar face to you all, even if you haven't seen the movie, because this is one of 3 Leatherface animatronics being made this year, and I think this one will be the one that ends up being the best out of them all this year. Being made by Techie Toys, we have a fantastic screen-accurate looking Leatherface animatronic. Definitely the best one we've seen in years, and again, the one I think will end up beating all the ones from this year. I love Techie Toys, and I'm really happy they're actually making this prop because I think it's going to turn out awesome. I think the chainsaw might have animation, hopefully, and he'll be doing some other stuff as well. I'm not sure if this will be able to rival the OG Jemmy Leatherface animatronic, as that would be a very difficult task, but I think it actually has some potential to, kind of get up there. Maybe not beat it, but who knows. Anyways, I really love how this one looks. Again, very screen accurate and very detailed and very bloody as well. I'm really excited to see what this one does in person, and hopefully, again, this one ends up being the best because of how awesome it looks. Our next prop is yet another I am very excited about, being the 9-foot Dropdown Scarecrow. Now, basically the way this one will work is that it will be set up on a pole, standing around, of course, 9 feet tall, and then it will drop down, jump scaring anyone who's in front of it. Now, I'm actually very excited for this one, of course, and it sounds very similar to an idea I actually had when I first saw Night Stalker from Spirit Halloween a few years ago. I remember I said it would be cool if Night Stalker, since his arms are ripped off, if he was set up on a pole and he actually jumped down, leaving his arms behind and scaring who's ever beneath him. I said that would be a much better prop than what we got with Night Stalker. It seems like Party City has actually done that here. Who knows if they saw that video of mine and actually ended up making this? I doubt it though, but who knows? Techie Toys is making this one, of course, as they do with most of Party City's props. Not all of them, but most. And I think this one is going to be pretty awesome. I really love Techie Toys' Scarecrows. They make the best in the game. I always say that. If it's a Techie Toy Scarecrow, you know it is going to be a fantastic animatronic. And I don't see this prop being any different here. It's definitely going to have an awesome jump scare. And I, again, am very excited to see how this jump scare will exactly work. And one more thing, I think the face mold on this guy is fantastic. Definitely a very scary Scarecrow. And that's really all I have to say about this one. Of course, I love Scarecrows, and this one is absolutely no exception. Now, our next prop is the 9.5 foot tall Mega Wolf. Now, does this count as a Giga prop? I don't know. Anyways, I have some pretty mixed opinions on this one. I actually like how the face looks a lot here, and I definitely like those blue glowing eyes for sure. But then the clothing on this guy is just super bland and boring. And why does he have a bunch of green stuff on him? I really don't know. I don't think green really matches the whole werewolf aesthetic very well. I think if he had a plaid shirt on, that would be pretty cool. But just a green cloth with some rips in it over him is pretty lazy clothing in my opinion, and just does not really fit this prop or look good on him at all. The feet and hands, however, look pretty awesome. I cannot deny that. And I don't know. I'm going to have to wait to see what this guy does in person. If he has some pretty cool animation, then maybe I'll let the clothing slide. But overall, I just feel like the clothing on this guy really drags him down. And even though I do like the face, it kind of looks weird in my opinion. Especially considering the fact he really doesn't have a neck. It's just kind of connected to the rest of his body and his shoulders. So that's pretty funny. But I really don't know how to feel about this guy. One part of me really likes him. The other, I don't know. Our next prop is the 7.5 foot Mad Monster Marlin. Now, of course, this prop is heavily inspired by Frankenstein's monster, and it's definitely on the lines of that kind of prop. We've seen it before. Obviously, I believe that Frankenstein, in particularly the movie version of him, is copyrighted under Universal. So other companies have to come up with creative ways to get around that copyright issue by making these more original type props. Now, this guy looks pretty cool. I definitely like that long hair he has, and of course the big green hands, and his face also looks pretty nice. But the rest of him seems to be pretty basic and run-of-the-mill. It's not the most interesting prop. Definitely feels more of like a filler prop to me, but it's still pretty cool in the long run, and I'm looking forward to seeing what it does. The animation should be cool here, and hopefully he has some interesting audio. This next prop is another really awesome one in my opinion, being the lunging Black Angel of Death. Now this one just looks really cool in my opinion, mainly because he's holding that sickle and those black roses there. Very creepy stuff. We can't really get that good of a look at the face, but I think it's just a basic skull, and those massive wings are for sure really cool. The only problem I have is that the detailing on the clothes is the same as the wings, and it just kind of looks weird. I'd appreciate it if it had its own wing texture, for sure. I don't know, I just don't really like the stone look on the wings. But anyways, I still think this one is really cool. It's funny to see that we're getting a lot of animatronics that look similar to this year. I know at Lowe's there's one, and I think at Spirit Halloween there's going to be another cemetery angel type prop this year. This one looks really awesome though. I don't know if I like it better than the Lowe's one. We'll just have to wait and see what the animation is, because it does say this one is lunging, so that'll probably be cooler than what the Lowe's one does. But still, I really like this one. I'm looking forward to getting a good look at the face and its animation and audio for sure. Next prop we have is yet another pumpkin head prop, being the 9-foot possessed pumpkin patch. Now this one is interesting because it's 9 feet tall, and I really don't know what it's going to do. Now of course it's a pumpkin head prop, and you guys know those are my favorite, but this one, I'm not really feeling it. The pumpkin head on this one looks pretty bland. I know it's a jack-o'-lantern, so I shouldn't complain. Again, not a skull-shaped pumpkin, but still, I don't know, it looks fairly cheap in my opinion, and the rest of the body is pretty bland for sure. The hay around the neck area looks fine, I guess, and the leaves are a nice touch too, but the rest of it just looks so bland. it kind of looks like it's going to have a pop-up mechanism, maybe like Mr. Dark, since I'm pretty sure this is a Techie Toys prop, and considering it's 9 feet tall, which is the height of Mr. Dark, this could be a jack-o'-lantern version of Mr. Dark. If this is a Mr. Dark reskin, I would have to still say I like the original Mr. Dark better, just because it's a more unique character, but still, I think this actually has potential to be a really cool prop, and I'm honestly definitely feeling that this might be a Mr. Dark reskin. Just seeing by the bottom there, it kind of looks like it, but I don't know. Overall, I don't think this is the greatest Pumpkinhead prop for sure. Definitely could use some more detailing, but again, we'll just have to wait and see what it does. Now, our next prop is called the Neon Ice Cream Clown. Now, the interesting thing about this one is we actually have a video, as you could see here, because Psychotic Circus of Savannah, as you could tell from all the watermarks, somehow got samples of this early and was able to actually sell a few of them, so people already have this guy. But anyways, regardless of that, my opinion of this guy is actually much higher than you would expect. It's of course a very similar idea to Hugs the Clown. As you could see, instead of a free Hugs sign, he has a free ice cream sign, and he even has the same lunging animation. I actually think this is way better than Hugs though, because the sign looks way cooler, and he has an ice cream cone too, which adds some more detail. I think just the overall design with the colors and everything is actually much cooler. Sure, it's another one of those monster, not really creepy clowns, but I think the coloring and stuff just makes it unique enough to where it sticks out among a lot of the others, which makes me like it even more. Of course, I don't think it's the best prop from Party City this year, and in fact, I think it's one of the weakest, but I still enjoy it quite a bit, and that just goes to show how strong Party City's lineup for this year is. Our next prop is the 3-foot Bloody Ghost Treater. Now this one, despite being a 3-foot, is actually really creepy looking, and I'm excited to see what it does. Now this one is definitely made by Techie Toys, because you could tell by the shoes this guy's wearing, they are identical to the ones that Limb-Eating Zombie Boy has, so that makes me even more excited to see this prop, because Techie Toys is making it, and they always, again, are my favorite company, and they tend to make some of the best and scariest props around. So, I don't know, there's just something about this that's very off-putting to me. Maybe it's the blood around the eyes, or just the fact that it's supposed to be a kid trick-or-treater. Again, there's just something very off-putting and creepy about this one that just makes me love it even more. I really can't say much else until I see and hear what it says and does, so I am anticipating that very much. But other than that, this one's pretty good. I got nothing else to say. Alright everybody, now to recap my thoughts on the Party City Halloween 2022 animatronic lineup. Just from the photos alone, this is an incredible lineup. It definitely rivals theirs from last year, and once we see all the videos and stuff, I can confidently say that I do believe that this year's lineup from Party City is definitely better than their last, even though their last was incredible. I am very, very happy with the way Party City is designing their animatronics. They are definitely creepier, scarier, and just overall better than a lot of the other animatronics we've been seeing from Home Depot, Spirit Halloween, Lowe's, just everywhere else. Party City definitely has the balls to make them scary still, which we don't see that much anymore from other companies, unfortunately. I really hope that Spirit Halloween starts to trend back in those footsteps, because I would love to see prompts from both Spirit Halloween and Party City be scary again, but definitely Party City is kind of carrying that torch right now, and I definitely hope they don't drop it anytime soon. Overall, I really, really love this year's lineup, and I think it is just fantastic. And again, I cannot wait to see this stuff in person and their videos. So guys, be sure to like and subscribe as always. And with that, everybody, thank you so much for watching. And as always, this is the Pixelated Pumpkin, signing out.